So for as long as I can remember, I've always been told that I was too much. I talk too much. I'm too grown. I ask too many questions, etc. So what do you do with that? Where do you go from that? We gonna unpack that in today's episode. So welcome. This is Amber's Narrative Podcast, and I am your host, Amber Janelle. So like I said, I was always told that I was too much. I talked too much. I was too grown. I was too opinionated. I was too much of a crybaby. I was weird. I was just too much, right? And so what do you do with that? For me, I decided it was best to just find a way to be more tolerable, to be more digestible, to shrink, to become dang near invisible. I don't know if y'all have ever read the book by Issa Rae. It's called The Misadventures of the Aqua Black Girl. But I'm she and she is me. I've always felt so awkward and out of place. I never felt like I fit in anywhere and in any way. I wasn't the cool girl, the popular girl, and it used to eat me up. We also don't realize as people how much our words have power. And so being told I was too much really ate away at me. And I carried those feelings from childhood all the way into adulthood. Heck, I think in some ways I'm still recovering, right? In some ways I'm still learning my worth. I'm still learning how to love me. I still have my moments where I'm not that good to myself. And yes, I'm working on it. And yes, I'm going to do better, okay? Because I most definitely want to become the most healthiest and healed and loved version of myself for me, for young me, for my daughter, for my sons, for my spouse, and all my other loved ones. But this time, it's not coming from a place of pleasing others. It's coming from a place of knowing that I deserve to be loved correctly. And it starts with me, right? And so I just want to say to anybody out there who has felt invisible, who has felt weird, awkward, to the bubbly black girl, to the nerdy black girl, to the whimsical black girl or black boy, you will never be too much for the right people. You will always be more than enough. And I'm saying that to you, and I'm saying that to me. But y'all, it has been a journey. So I recently turned 38 years old, right? I had my 38th birthday on June 11th. And it made me do some self-reflection. And that's what led to today's episode, because I just got to thinking about how much recovering and work I've had to do. Because yes, my name is Amber Janelle, and I am a recovering people pleaser. Like I said, I wanted to fit in so bad. Ooh, I want to fit in so bad. I'm my mother and father's only child. I had a gang of cousins. And so I was surrounded around other children, but I never seen myself in anybody. You know, I never felt safe enough with anybody. I never felt like being me was the right thing to do. And so I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting a little emotional during this episode because my heart still hurts a little bit for young Amber. And I've talked about this in therapy. I've talked about it in my journal. I've talked about it with my girls. But sometimes I still have to talk about it some more because it just makes me sad. I got another episode coming up soon where I'm going to talk about my relationship with my hair, because that was another journey in itself. It still is, to be honest. But I want y'all to hear me and hear me clearly. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea, but that's okay. It is more than okay to not fit in, because what if God actually created you to stand out? What if God actually handpicked you for a specific amount of people and your tribe is waiting to meet you. I'm slowly but surely, I feel like I'm walking into my tribe. I slowly but surely feel like I'm meeting my people. And I feel like it's wild that I'm meeting them at 38. But I'm also grateful, you know? But anyway, the point of this episode is to say that I tried so many different things on top of just trying to fit in and be tolerable. I also tried to reinvent myself a ton of times. I did so many things. I kept going back to the drawing board because I was too much, right? And I didn't realize until a couple years ago how much of a toll that took on me. But it also led me to the journey of this podcast and me doing content creation. And I'm going to forever be grateful for that, baby. Because look at me. Look at me having my own podcast. Look at me being a content creator for 4 years. Look at me. And it feels good to say, look at me, without it being a thing where I'm looking for validation. It's more so a thing of me looking at me and learning to love what I see in the mirror. Do I still have a ways to go? Ooh, baby. Yes, I do. But each day just keeps getting better and better and better. I am so proud of how far I've come. Like I said, I still have ways to go, but I'm nowhere near where I used to be. And like I said, some of the tools that I put in my toolbox have been therapy, have been talking to my girls, has been videos and podcasts like this. And I am sometimes speechless when I look back at and self-reflect on this journey. It ain't being easy, and I don't think that it ever will be. But I just want y'all to know that there truly is light on the other side of the tunnel. And I also realized that loving you the right way, woo, y'all, it's a full-time job. So, with all that being said, I cannot stress enough that you are right where you're supposed to be in this moment. And the people that get you will get you, and they will get you without judgment. They will get you without criticism. They will get you without any nastiness. So the next time that you feel like you too much, remember that you just ain't around the right people, because you're going to always be more than enough for your people. So I hope y'all enjoyed this conversation. And if you did, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments. And I look forward to talking to y'all again in the next episode. This was Amber's Narrative Podcast. I'm your host, Amber Janelle. Peace and love.